Nope, I'm doing this again, Instagram. Good morning. Fighting here with Instagram, so I'll be with you in a second. If you're watching on YouTube, I can see comments today, so that's good. I really don't understand why this does this every morning. Hi, Lori. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, everybody on TikTok. I'm trying to get Instagram up. I don't know what the glitch is that is very inconsistent with it, but it's making me crazy. Hi, Nicole. I don't really know what to do with this except keep trying. Hey, Danny. Hi, Christine. Here we go. There's there's no rhyme or reason. Instagram. Okay. Got it. Cool. Good morning. Woo. Hi, Denise. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Megan. Hey, Claudia. Mm. Oh, God. So I was rushing because I had to wash my hair this morning. And for whatever reason, it takes me forever. And I I went to pour my coconut sugar into my coffee, and I was like, I don't need a spoon. I don't have time for spoons this morning. And so a big chunk fell into my coffee. My coffee is incredibly sweet, but I didn't have time to fix it, like add more coffee or anything like that. And I'm just going to drink it because I think that maybe I need the extra sugar this morning. So I'm just going to go with that. But woo, it's very sweet. How is everybody today? Hey, Krista. Hey, Jean. Hey, Valerie. Good morning, Nicole. Hey, Rose. Hi, Cindy. Hello, hello. Oh. Does anybody else need some smudge this morning? Let me give you some. Here you go. This is for you, Instagram. And for you, YouTube and app people. And for you, TikTok. Good morning. Have some smudge. An extra for me. Hi, Tiffany. Just don't mind my face. Every time I sip that coffee, I'm gonna make that face. Okay. Well, one more minute. I'm gonna start at 8:33. Good morning. Good morning. So, if you have not yet done the moon magic ritual, please still do it. You can do that anytime this week. Of course, the full moon was most potent on Sunday and Monday, but whatever today's Wednesday, if you haven't done it, still do it because the moon call itself had a lot of exercises in it that I think would probably be helpful during this energy. So, definitely go ahead and do that. Wendy's asking if I've ever tried coconut cream in my coffee. Girl, I have tried everything in my coffee. That's the other reason why I didn't just dump this cup of coffee is because I have so much shit in it and I don't want to waste it. In this coffee this morning, I've got collagen, MCT powder, grass-fed butter, cinnamon, some of that Mucuna powder, and then an incredible overdose of coconut sugar. So, yeah, we'll totally do animals for our card pulls today. For those of you joining on TikTok that have never been here before, we're going to start with a little update on the energies, and then I will jump into sensory card pulls. And sensory card pulls will allow you to get a message for you. I don't do individual readings on here, but it's more of a, you pick something and then we pull some cards. It's fun. You'll like it. I couldn't add more coffee because I just made one. I make like one little French press at a time, and I was already about to be late, so it's okay. It's fine. I'm just gonna have all this sugar. At least it's coconut sugar. Slower glycemic. All right, let's do this. So what a week already. It's Wednesday. I've been feeling so many shifts happening, and in fact, we had a little visit from Ashtar yesterday as well, which was unexpected but very interesting. And so with everything that's going on, remember how I think we've been talking about this week for a minute that it's going to be kind of whoosh. It's a lot of big stuff happening. Look for that here though. Look for it here. A lot of the things that are happening collectively are also going to be felt for us in our little mini verses. And so look to see like where you're feeling those things. And it runs the gamut for everybody, right? We're all going to experience energy differently. And so there's no one way that's the right way to feel it. But we had another shift last night. I didn't do great with it. I made some questionable decisions, and I'm kind of working through that now. But so even like with advance notice of a shift, it's like, maybe I'm just going to jump into some old behaviors anyway and ride this growth spiral a few more times. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's how we learn. In fact, I think I'm going to rename this Coffee and Magic show to things I would tell myself if I weren't myself, advice to my own self, because I always say things on here that I need to listen to, and I only really listen to them after I've done the thing. So, I mean, I clearly have a system, but it's been wild. So I want to talk to you a little bit first about this. If you haven't seen me clutch this and tell you need to let go, you're missing out. But this is a huge one. This is a huge one for me. And I realized that metaphor for letting go is a little bit deeper than I even thought it was. So in case you missed it, I've been kind of clutching this lighter and telling people that it's not enough to talk about how you need to let go of something if your brain isn't telling your hands to open your fingers and actually let it go. There's an action that needs to take place in order to let go. During our moon call, we delved into all of the reasons that we don't want to let go. And one of those reasons, I don't know if it resonated with those of you who are in the call, one of those reasons was basically that you're afraid if you let go of something that you've been holding so long, you're not going to be able to connect with your identity anymore. You won't know exactly who you are. And without that piece to hold on to, it's almost like a security blanket, right? Because holding on to this thing guarantees specific experiences in your life. Holding on to this thing attaches you to whatever this is. And so that means you can count on having a specific type of stress or anxiety in your life that you're holding on to. And that, in kind of a weird, kinky way, makes us feel safe because we can expect it, especially during a time when everything is all over the place and life can be very unexpected these days. So for those of us who really like to control everything, and isn't that everybody who doesn't, right? Letting go of this, it's better to talk about it than to actually do it. But here's the other thing. This goes into alignment. If you are not letting go of this, but you say that you are and you talk about it all the time, you might actually trick people around you into thinking you've let go of it. And you're like, I've let go of it. I'm like, oh yeah, you've let go of it. But then they can clearly see you holding on to it. And that creates a dissonance in relationships, right? Because you are kind of untrustworthy because you're saying you're letting go of something, but we can clearly see you holding it. I'm clearly holding this still. You know what I mean? So it's that space between how honest are you going to be about it? And if you don't want to let this go, but you think that you should, that needs to be addressed too. Because if you don't want to, just don't, right? It's much more aligned with you if you just say, look, this later is totally obnoxious and is kind of ruining my life, but I'm not in a place where I'm letting go of this. So just own it. Just say, I'm going to carry this lighter with me everywhere like a dirty fucking blanket, and you don't get to change my mind. And just be in that space. And then you have to be willing to accept what that means as far as consequences, right? At this point, that's the biggest name of the game. We make decisions, we make choices. It's nobody else's fault, right? We have to take full responsibility for the experiences we pull into our lives based on the choices that we make. If I'm going to continue holding this, I'm signing up for this. And that is what it is. Now, for me personally, I think I have really decided I'm going to let it go. Just put it down because I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. And the information that came through yesterday was that we all have really big things to do, like big things to get into and exciting things to get into. And for me personally, if I'm still holding on to this, I'm not going to be able to do any of those things because this is always going to pop up and just drag me down. And so I'm going to let go. You hear me, coffee and magic. I'm going to let this stupid thing go and see what that does and see where it takes me. I already know from the wildness of the past 3 years that every time I do actually let go of something and trust, I feel like I'm going to die, but I don't. And big things always happen. Magnificent things happen. And I learn more about what it means to be in alignment with myself. It's really getting to the point where, and I'm sure you guys are feeling this too, misalignment with yourself feels so bad that it kind of forces you into decision making. Whereas before, we were so much better at just being all disjointed, right? And telling ourselves stories to justify holding on to the lighter and the old nail polish bottle that has no reason to be on my desk. Like, just hold on to all these things, And we can't make up those excuses anymore as well. We're not believing ourselves. We're not believing our little narratives. So really think about that this week because it's happening so fast, and it'll be faster in a good way if you let go. Just let go of the things. This is also going to connect to the concept of forgiveness, and forgiveness is a big one. Forgiveness is actually, for the way that I see forgiveness, is cord cutting. The way that people explain cord cutting. When you have something that's happened to you that you felt has been wronged, you've been wronged, made you feel like somebody did something to you that just wasn't right, and you're angry, sad, hurt, whatever, and there hasn't been a great resolution there, that creates a cord, right? So you have a cord from yourself to that experience, and that experience is over here, right? And so every time you think about that, you are tapping back into that energy. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you absolve somebody else for some shitty thing they did. Forgiveness is cutting your cord to that situation so that you are free of it. That's how you release yourself from that negative energy. And when I say negative energy, I really mean just heavy, right? Because this is something that is not serving you. There's no way it's serving you. The only thing it will give you is like vitriol and fuel for some like late night rage sessions, right? It's not helping you. But forgiving is allowing it to stay in the past and allowing yourself to regain some buoyancy so that you can actually move forward. So that's coming up because I think that some of us have situations where somebody has done something that has hurt us. And what we want, what our ego self wants, is for that person or those people to understand what they did wrong to us. Like, you need to understand how you hurt me and why you hurt me. And then I want you to apologize. In an ideal world, wouldn't that be great? But in most of our cases right now, these are older situations, or with people who are like so deep in a third dimensional mindset and with their own traumas and issues that they haven't even begun to start looking at, that is an impossible ask. So you're wanting a resolution that is never coming because that person isn't in a place where they're able to consciously understand what it is they even did, right? So with that being said, you can hang on to that and say, like, I'm not going to be good until this happens, or you can just fucking let it go, because that person is going to have their journey, and it may not include you anymore. Maybe in 10 years, they're going to have some epiphany and be like, wow, I was such an ass. And like, maybe they'll reach out and write you a letter. I don't know. Or maybe they never will. Maybe they're going to have to come back to earth like 8,000 more times before they learn not to be such a dick about things. But that's not your problem unless you make it your problem. Why are you holding on to somebody else's karmic path right now? So things happen. They do suck and they hurt. But you have to make a choice now. You're going to let it go, or you're going to not. And again, both of these are valid choices. But the only reason I'm telling you this is because I know for me, right now, I don't let go, I'm being an ass. And I don't want to be an ass anymore. I mean, I kind of do, but then I kind of don't. It just depends on my mood. Like this morning, I think like I'm going to drink all this sugar and try not to be an ass for the rest of the day. That's going to be my goal. Okay? So that's my goal. Maybe it'll be your goal. Let's all set some good goals. Let's go ahead and switch gears then, and we'll do some card pulls. Does that sound fun? And again, if you haven't done the moon magic ritual, you need to do it. It has a lot of information on all these things and exercises to kind of bring this out for you guys. You'll find it on the Moon Magic tab in my app. If you don't know I have an app because you've never seen me before, I do. Go to innersanctum.me to register. There's 3 tiers. In order to access Moon Magic, you need to be a BFF, but there's a free one too, and a mid one. And you can get on there. There's horoscopes for this current season and all kinds of stuff in there. And you get push notifications from me where I tell you random shit all day long. So innersanctum.me. Go ahead and register, and then you can download the app in the App Store or the Google one, the Google Play Store, okay? We can be friends. Okay. All right. You ready? We're doing animals today, as per Lisa's request. Yeah, I'm totally scamming everybody for easy money. You shouldn't be gullible. No, that's all right. Okay, so if you've never done sensory card pulls with me before, I'm going to choose this morning 3 different animals, and you pick the animal that resonates most with you in this moment and drop it in the comments. However, if you feel like you need to be all 3 animals or 2 of the animals, that's all right. You can be all of them. But that's what we're doing. And then I will pull some cards and give you your message for this day. Okay? If there's something specific that you have in mind, just hold it in your energy field. Okay? Hold it in your energy field if there's something you have in mind that you'd like answered. Okay? Cool. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can find that, you can find my booking link in the app or on my website or whatever, my link tree, any of those things. Okay, so our animals this morning. We're going to go with an anteater, a kangaroo, and a zebra. What are you feeling this morning? An anteater, a kangaroo, or a zebra? Tell me in the comments. Go ahead. Drop it in there. Go ahead. What are you feeling? Anteater? Oh my God, what was it? Anteater, zebra, or kangaroo? Anteater, kangaroo, or zebra? I'm just going to go ahead and like block this guy. Block you. Boom. Done. Okay. Oh, I can't see all the comment. There we go. Zebra, anteater, zebra. What is that? Kangaroo, kangaroo, kangaroo. Oh, look at all of the zebras and the kangaroos. Okie dokie. Zebra, zebra. All right. Okay. What do I pick today? I'm going to pick anteater. I'm going with anteater. All right. So if you're just joining, we're about to start the sensory card pull. We're doing animals. So pick the animal or animals that resonate with you. We're doing anteater, kangaroo, or zebra. Okay? Okay. Okay. Great. All right, I'm gonna start doing it. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I think we're gonna do both of these decks today. We haven't done that for a minute. Shuffle, shuffle. In a dream. By the way, have you guys been listening to the Virgo season playlist? I'm so obsessed with it. I hope you've been listening and enjoying it. That is available on the app. If you don't have the app already, that's one of the free things is the Spotify playlist for the Virgo season. I'm very proud of the Virgo playlist. All right, so if you picked anteater, this is going to be your message, all right? All right, I don't think we have a ton of anteaters besides me. Anteater. Oh, okay. All right. All right, if you picked anteater, this is for you. You ready? Ready? Okay, it's Gaia, and it's the Earth Fairy. Ooh, do you think that we're getting a very subtle message here this morning? Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Claudia. I actually saw that you were listening to it because we're friends on Spotify. I was like, hell yeah. Okay. All right. So here's your message if you picked anteater. It actually makes sense because like anteaters are so earthy because like they literally like lick the ground, right? As they eat the ants. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about anteaters. I'll just like move on. All right. So here's your story. We've got the Gaia card and the Earth Fairy card. We're going to start with the Earth Fairy card first. Hey, it is Virgo season indeed, and you need to be inside of your body, like really be in it. So if you chose the anteater card, your message is basically that you need to be in your body and reminding yourself about your body. And in the process of doing that, start to connect how you feel inside of your body to the earth cycles itself. Okay? How can you become more connected to the natural cycles of the earth all around you? And this is also the earth eater, the anteater people with this Gaia card. It's also feeling very much like what is this? It would be a really good idea to do some meditations consciously connecting to earth itself, because you're in a place right now where you can receive a lot of healing and messages from earth itself. So like visualization of like even like tree roots going down into the earth and like connecting to that good energy and just being really like tapped in. That's kind of the message here. And to just really pay attention to your physical body. Pay attention to any places that feel like they have stuck energy in them, stiffness, soreness, achiness, any of those things. And feed yourself well, drink a lot of water. It's just a reminder to pay attention to this. It's really important. Okay, so that is your anteater. It's your anteater message. Next is the kangaroo message. And I've seen a lot of kangaroos up here. So I hope that resonated for the anteater people as I just drink a whole cup of sugar. Hi, Anna. Hi, Katsy. Hey, Holly. All right. It is the kangaroo You're welcome. What? Aaron says there was a kangaroo loose in Perry County last week. What? What? God, everything's so weird anymore, right? Perry County. All right. If you chose kangaroo, here it comes. Again, if you didn't choose kangaroo and like it resonates for you, you take it. You take it, okay? Okay. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. I see how this morning's going with my cards. Trying to tell me something. Okay, so kangaroo people, if you thought you were gonna kind of like skip out without that message coming at you, oh look, it's the Earth Fairy again. Okay, but today she's joined with the kangaroo people by the clouds, the shapeshifters. So there's that. There's that. Okay, so for those of you who chose kangaroo, same kind of message. Pay attention to your body, be in your body. It's really important to be in your body, apparently, these days. But hey, the other thing about this is that it's really easy to get into that mindset that in order to be a spiritual person, you're here to transcend your earthly existence. And, if you've been following me for a minute, you know that I don't believe that at all. But I'm just going to remind you that I don't believe that at all. And that's not what we'll be talking about, because you came here to have an experience as an earth person. You didn't come here to overcome your experience as an earth person. That literally does not make sense. So if you've been avoiding being in your body because you're like, I'm not a human being, I have news for you. Yes, you fucking are, because you're on earth. So knock it off and get in your body and start treating it well, and stop acting as though it's some sort of meat suit afterthought, because it is not. We need to start reconnecting with our bodies and then reconnecting with earth. It's necessary. Now, the clouds are here. This is shape-shifting card. And it is to remind you, those of you who picked kangaroo, that you are allowed to change all the time. Yes, you are. Being in alignment doesn't mean you're static. Being in your truth doesn't mean you pick one way of being and you stick to that forever. That's how we get in trouble, when we think that we have to be one way forever. We always get in trouble with that because we're changing all the time. Our body's changing all the time. Our cells are constantly turning over. Of course, our energy would too. Our desires, our wants. Those of you who have done your chart with me, you know that like we go through, like you have all those major plot points that you wanted to hit. When you came down here, how could you possibly hit all of those different experiences if you stay the same your whole life? Well, spoiler alert, you wouldn't, right? So just a reminder that you are allowed to change all the time. That doesn't mean you're not in alignment. Stay in your heart center. Let that be your guide, right? Let that be your guide. But you are a human person. That doesn't mean you weren't a dragon. It doesn't mean you didn't live in Orion's belt. It doesn't mean any of that. It does mean that right fucking now you're a human. So get with the program and let's do this, because we got a lot of work to do. So that is your kangaroo message. And last but not least, it's going to be the zebra message. Hey, Sarah. Okay. And if you are just joining me, we are doing sensory card pulls. We're on to our last one, but you can always grab this full thing on my Instagram or find it in app. The app is Inner Sanctum, and you can find that in the App Store or the Google Play Store, and you just go find it. Okay, so zebra. I think a lot of you guys picked zebra, didn't you? You picked kangaroo and zebra. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see what zebra is. But I swear if the Earth Fairy comes out, let's just leave. Let's all just leave. Okay. Better not. It didn't. It's fine. Okay. Here comes the zebras. Okay, you ready? This should be fun. It's the truth card and the iceberg card. Claudia, did you pick zebra? So do you want to hear about this? You want to know what the story is? Whew. All right. Well, when the iceberg card comes up, um, it's kind of a thing. So we need to talk about it. When the iceberg card comes up, it means that you don't have all of the information right now. Sydney says put them back. I'm sorry. At least it was an iceberg and winter solstice, right? Okay. So when the iceberg card comes out, my friends, it means you don't have all the information. And I will tell you, you're going to be getting reminders from me today and tomorrow not to be a hothead because the moon is in Aries right now. We had a brief stint in Pisces yesterday, and then, which I think Ruth felt, and today and tomorrow, the moon is going to be in Aries before hopping into Taurus, which we'll feel better about. But reactivity is not going to be your friend for the next 2 days. So just know that because you don't have all the information. In fact, it's like doubling down on this is what it is. You really don't have all the information, and it's possible that you think that you do. Just take a deep breath. And what you're going to want to do is remember that you are here to be in your truth. So there's something messy. What is this? Okay. Oof. Okay. So I don't know if this is all, I mean, how could this be everybody, but we'll just roll with it. See if this resonates with you because this is what's coming through. In order to act on something, we decide what's a true thing, right? We decide what the truth is. And for some of us right now, that truth is not even based on our own perception. It's based on somebody else's perception. And as a result, it's muddying the waters a lot. And it's making it difficult for you to have an honest reaction because none of this energy is yours. So the next 2 days, if you pick the zebra card, lay low energetically for a minute and try to pull your energy back in. You know how we always do that thing? In fact, we're going to end this with pulling our energy in so I can show you guys how to do it. You're going to want to pull your energy in all the time for the next 2 days because this is going to help you to determine what is actually how you feel and what is actually true according to you. Okay? Because then when you are in that space, you can react to anything, but it'll be a true reaction and it will move you into different spaces. Okay? This isn't going to be forever. More information is coming. But if you lose your shit off of the tip of an iceberg right now, it's just going to be a mess. And this is just kind of to help you not do the mess. But you can do the mess if you want, obviously. But just try, give it a shot. Experiment. Trust the process of not doing it. Trust me, I always make the mess. I literally always do. And occasionally I don't. And I'm like, ooh, that's nicer. It's the trust card. It's the trust card. So trust that when you pull your energy back in, you'll know what's true for you and what isn't. Okay? It doesn't, secret, not secret. Who gives a fuck what anybody else thinks about anything at the end of the day? You can't base your life decisions on what other people think about them. That's a mess, right? It's not the full story. So pull it in and just remember, it's really not all here. It's not all here. Blah. Woo! Okay, that's so fun. Glad I didn't pick zebra. Glad this isn't resonating with me at all. I'm just kidding. All the cards are always for me. I know this already. Okay, so I'm going to put those away. put that away. Okay. So let's close out by pulling our energies in. And I'm going to teach you how to do this real quick. And you can do this all the time. Okay. So it's going to take like 2 seconds. So everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes. Do it. Close your eyes. Take your shoulders, bring them up to your ears, and roll them down your back. Loosen up that neck. Soften your belly. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth, nice and slow. Deep breath in. And one more time. Now repeat this after me. You can say it out loud or in your head, whatever feels good. I call all of my energy back into myself. I call my energy in from the past and the future, from my thoughts, from words spoken. I call all of my energy into my heart center. Receive another deep breath in. And let it go. All of my energy is now in my body, flowing clearly and calmly. I am here in my body. I am safe, I am loved, and I am supported. Take one more deep breath in and let it go. Okay? That is it. You can do this all day long, anytime. Just take a minute, call your energy back in. Okay? If you're in my app and you go to sounds, you'll find affirmations and meditations with me doing all this kind of stuff like in there. And there's like 3-minute ones, 6-minute ones you can do while walking, so that you can just remind yourself to get in your body and clear your energy. It's a lot, right? But we're so ready. So it's good. We got this. It's going to be fine. It's Wednesday today. We had a shift last night. We're going to have another shift probably later today. Today feels like it's going to be a day made up of several different days. So here we are in this first day. I'll check in with you when the second day starts, right? Yay. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me this morning. If it's been your first time, please make sure to go download my app. It's Inner Sanctum. You cannot do a real registration on the app though. And I say that only because when I send out things, I have to have it in either your friends, besties, or BFFs. So it would be a huge help for all of us, and you especially, if you would go onto the internet, innersanctum.me, and complete your registration there so that I can make sure you get all of your information. So the friends level is absolutely free, but you need to register on the website, innersanctum.me, then download the app. The app is called Inner Sanctum. It's available in the App Store and in the Google Play Store, but just go to the website first, okay? And if you are in the bestie level, which is $11 a month, there's free trials for everything. You'll have access to all of the meditations in there. So, and I forget how many, there's at least 6, but more are coming. I have lots of ideas for meditation. So, I mean, that's probably worth it, right? We'll see. Okay. Help me keep my computer running. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah. Have an amazing Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday morning with a weekend energy update. There will be no live channeling this week. And I feel like there's something else, but I can't remember. So we're not going to worry about it. I'll see you on Friday at 8:30. I love you. Mwah, mwah. And we're going to say goodbye, Instagram. I don't know how to do this. What's wrong with this? Okay. I'm ending it. Okay. And goodbye to everybody watching on YouTube. I love you. Mwah. And